just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville. Online at gatewaydeal.com.
Welcome to this edition of Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods, along with Chris Blevins and Chris Reddick. We welcome you into this week's show by a little bit of history. Some 4th of July things happen. You know, there's always that hot dog eating contest on Coney Island in New York. Our question of the week is, if you were in not a hot dog eating contest, but a food eating contest, what would be your favorite food and why?
Well, I mean, I'll go first. I mean, I think hot dogs would be fun to eat. I can't stand to dip it in the water and all that. I don't know. I can do that. But if I was going to eat something a lot, I can eat a lot of barbecue ribs. Ooh. I mean, and you think about eating fast, you don't eat the bones, so you pick it up and
you got a technique.
Yeah, or I can do it to it. So it's got to be something fast, So that's what I can do. So
I like it.
I don't know how many I can eat. And how long is it? A minute?
Well, depending on what the contest, they may do. I think the hot dog, they give you 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Or something like that.
In the first one, is it just one? See, I've watched that, but that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord, I don't know how racks of ribs I could eat in 10 minutes, but that'd be
My
a lot.
stomach is bloating now. Talking about, I think about a hot dog. Give me the water. What's yours?
Well, there's a lot of things I would love to eat, but if I'm going to do it for a contest, I guess I would have to think a little bit of strategy. So it sounds funny, but I'm thinking something that's going to easily go down. Because if you notice in those hot dog eating contests, they're taking a little water to help that bun go down. So I'm thinking something like soup or ice cream.
Soup or ice cream.
You're going to drink it. By 10 minutes, ice cream melted.
Well, tomato soup, yeah. Or no, but ice cream. Ice cream though, I could do an ice cream eating contest. That would be fun, and it would go down easy, and I wouldn't have to.
But you get that brain freeze.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to slow down.
Well, I get some soup. No.
To warm myself up. All right, I'm going to make it real easy. See, right here? That's a pistachio nut. I can eat 1,000,000 of them. Give me 10 minutes, I'll clear the whole bag. So,
well, let's do a challenge now. Let's do 2 each. See how quick we can get.
I don't need to.
Right.
Well, because see the part of the strategy.
I can time you.
You gotta.
Okay.
It's just us two. You're gonna time.
Yeah, I'll just time.
Wait a minute, you don't start yet.
I thought I was ready.
Part of the strategy, we gotta crack this thing open.
Yeah,
there's not even one in there.
Oh,
you eat that already.
Let's just see how many you can eat in 30 seconds.
How many you can eat in 30 seconds? Who's gonna count?
I'm counting.
You gonna count
Ready?
for both of them?
Set, go.
Okay.
See, I can't even crack it.
See, you gotta have it's for art form. I don't beat you. I'm ahead by 2. Time's up.
3.
Time's up. How many, Chris?
4. You got 4, Roddy. There's 2 for Chris.
I have 3.
Oh, 3, sorry. 5 for Roddy. 3, 4, 5.
6.
5 seconds.
7.
So, time.
Oh, I got.
How many?
7.
7. How many did you get? Is that 8 there at the end? There's 7 or 8.
Let me count my shells.
We all both are pretty close.
Let me count my shells.
9.
Oh, you cheating, man. You still going, man.
I'm the host, so I can cheat.
So we have our own food eating contest on the show. So that's kind of random, but we did it.
There you go.
That's awesome. There we can do it.
Whatever you like to eat, try it. Take your whole family and try to do 30 seconds. See if you can beat us. All right, let's move on, guys.
That was good. Hey, y'all were good at that.
4th of July. That was a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
All right, now let's move on. Let's get serious again. Around the region.
Well, we got a lot of things going on in the region, but we're getting close to football time. We've been following a story we've been sharing with you guys for a couple of shows now, and it involves Oak Ridge's T. Higgins. It's been a big ordeal. It's been a big topic of conversation all throughout sports, with him being the #1 wide receiver in the country coming out of high school. And, he was kind of there between Clemson, Tennessee. Obviously, he was a Tennessee commit. Then he decommitted and said he really liked Clemson. Said Tennessee was still #1 on his list, but he really liked the Clemson atmosphere. And then we get the news sitting on paper today. July 5th, 2016. T. Higgins has decided that Clemson is the place he wants to be. And a couple reasons for that he quotes in here that he says is that I feel like that Clemson was a family. I could argue that point, but he felt like Clemson was a family. Mm-hmm. He also has a friend in the neighborhood around here, which is Maury Rogers, that also is going to Clemson. And they have got together, it seems like, after reading this little article here out of the News Sentinel, that they have talked a little bit, and they've decided to team up and go there together and try to be, the best they can be. But, at the end of the day, I mean, that's college. That's recruiting. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to T. Higgins for doing that. I wish he come to Tennessee, but I think he made a good decision for himself. Obviously, he's still got a big year in front of him for this year, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to him here in the next little bit when we get to go see him up there for the recruiting days. But I think that, that was just a big loss for Tennessee, and I hope that, we didn't put all of our chips in one person, but I don't think that we did. But he's a big time player.
Oh, yeah, and he'll make Clemson. He'll make Clemson a big time football program. They're already a big time program. They got Amari going there. Can you imagine seeing them together on the field at the same time?
Oh man, I mean,
way to go. Way to go, Sweeney.
And it also said in here that on fireworks night, they were actually shooting the fireworks all in the Clemson colors.
I know it.
Releasing it a little early.
A little hint in the sky.
In the sky. So around the nation.
Well, this is, I guess, at this moment, this is a sad time for Chris. I detected a little tear in his eye, just trying to share that information with us about T. Higgins. That is going to be a big miss for UT. Hopefully they don't clash somewhere down the road.
Yeah. I hope so now, though.
Oh, you hope? Now you want to get back at him.
Get back at him.
I hope the best.
Break you up, T.
I hope the best for him, though.
Okay.
Really.
Well, around the nation, we always like to tie in something local or regional that ties in with national news. Right off the bat, speaking of bat, we got a new home run champion in college baseball, and he's from, guess where?
Science Hill.
No!
ETSU,
yes. East Tennessee State University, that's right. Mr. Hagan Owenby, he won the home run derby in the college series, so we're very proud of him, because like I said, he represents one of us. But guess what? The inaugural event actually started in 2010, and we had another East Tennessee player that won it. So this is our second player to win it in 6 years. So a lot of strong, heavy bats there at East Tennessee State. I know we talked to one of the coaches, your friend Chris.
When we talked to him up there, I mean, that's pretty exciting. I think I remember him talking about him and things like that. Yeah. It's pretty cool when they produce, right?
Exactly. We love that. Also, in other news, speaking of Science Hill, we have a person that was on that Coastal Carolina team that won the national title in college baseball, and that is Mr. Matt Baird. He was a standout catcher at Science Hill. He plays catcher for Coastal Carolina, and he was part of celebrating the big victory, the upset win over Arizona. So we want to say congratulations to him. Like I said, standout player, and he still got a few years to do some big things there at Coastal Carolina. So that was a shocker there. I was kind of following that thing, and I was cheering the whole time, wanting to see that big upset. So I'm very proud to see that happen. And of course, last weekend I sat back over the 4th of July holiday and enjoyed some basketball for the last time before we started talking about football, because they had the McDonald's All-American basketball game, and we actually had some representatives. Don't have all the names with me in front of me, but there were some representatives that were from around the region, Virginia and so on. So a lot of great things still happening before we get into all this football.
Oh yeah. Well, when we come back, Chris has got a great interview with a standout track star from Elizabethton High School, so make sure you stay right with us. We'll be right back here on Your High School Sports right after this.
From the Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda Deal Desk, I'm Lenny Lawson.
And I'm Abby Lawson with more great reasons you've just got to get to Gateway.
15 Ford Edge, 24.9 or just $299 a month. 16 Ford F-150, 22.9 or just $289 a month. Only at Gateway in Greenville.
The revolutionary safety of the Michelin Premier family of tires is now available for more cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. So whatever you drive, you can take on wet or slippery roads with confidence mile after mile. Double D Tire can help you take changing weather in stride and save. Double D Tire has been family owned and operated since 1981. Owners Tommy and Flint Carter specialize in tires, alignments, brakes, suspension repairing, and custom wheels. Double D Tire would like to thank all their customers and look forward to serving you in the future.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Your High School Sports. I'm Chris Reddick, and today we are at Jigger Ray's here in Elizabethton, and I have another special guest. Right beside of me, we have Miss Autumn Thomas, and Miss Autumn Thomas just signed a scholarship with Concord, so we're having a big celebration here. So, Autumn, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Autumn, let's just get right into it. How excited are you to be able to have a track scholarship?
Oh, it's probably the most exciting thing. Just like being able to sign and finally have it on paper that I get to run track in college is probably the best feeling.
Okay, let's help the audience know a little bit about you. If you can kind of just briefly tell us a little bit about the career you've had at Elizabethton.
I've had a pretty good experience at Elizabethton running track. It's had its ups and downs, but it's nothing like it's high school, so it's gonna have its ups, but like. Probably the best experience about high school. Track helped me get through high school, probably you could say. It was always my go-to to if I was having a bad day. So running track at Elizabethton was fun.
So feel like having a bad day actually helped make it a good day today to help you earn that scholarship. Well, talk about some of the your competition. I know that you was able to qualify for state this year. What did you qualify in state in?
I qualified for state in the 200, and I got 7th this year.
Great.
But I qualified last year also in the 200, and I got 8th last year.
Now talk about the success you had in the conference this year. You won a lot of awards in the conference too, didn't you?
Yes, I won the long jump, and I won the 100 and the 200, and my team also won the 4x4.
Now, did you break any records, any school records this year, or come close to any school records?
I came close to breaking the 200 record. It was a 25:48, and I had a 25:6. So it was rather close.
Okay. Now you also, besides running, you did some of the field events too as well, right?
Yes, I did long jump. Long jump was fun. I didn't do it a lot this year. I did it more last year, but long jump was a really fun event.
Now going to Concord this season, what are you going to be doing there?
The 100, 200, 400, and either the 4x4 or the 4x1 or both. Not sure yet.
Now, you're going there for a track scholarship, but also I'm sure education is just as important. What are you going to be studying there when you go to Concord? My
major is biology because studying for pre-med, and so I either want to be a pediatrician or a neonatal nurse.
Great. We hope you have great success there at Concord. And also, just a quick reminder, we were here last year, as you can remember. I believe somebody else signed a scholarship. This is the baby sister of Mr. Ethan Thomas. So we were actually doing a celebration last year as well. So I'm sure that your parents are proud of you, right?
Yes.
Both of you, right?
Yeah, they're extremely proud, yes.
Well, we wish much success to you, and congratulations. And we'll be right back with more right here on Your High School Sports.
From the Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda Deal Desk, I'm Lenny Lawson.
And I'm Abby Lawson with more great reasons you've just got to get to Gateway.
16 Ford Focus SC, $5,000 off for $169 a month. Ford Fusion SC, $19,900 or just $239 a month. Only at Gateway in Greenville.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
The revolutionary safety of the Michelin Premier family of tires is now available for more cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. So whatever you drive, you can take on wet or slippery roads with confidence mile after mile. Double D Tire can help you take changing weather in stride and save. Double D Tire has been family owned and operated since 1981. Owners Tommy and Flint Carter specialize in tires, alignments, brakes, suspension repairing, and custom wheels. Double D Tire would like to thank all their customers and look forward to serving you in the future.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff, always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports, powered by Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda, home of the lifetime warranty. Guys, I know everybody knows what happened a few weeks ago, and I want to touch on it a little bit. We lost a legend, a legend in women's, just college basketball. The passing of Pat Summitt. That I think it touched everybody in the nation because everybody knew who she was. And I know that I never got to go to a game, never saw her coach, but a lot of things I know you did. You're a big Vol fan, and some things that just talk a little bit about it.
Well, you don't have to really be a Vol fan to be a Pat Summitt fan. She transcended the game of basketball from a women's perspective, of course. They were talking about how UConn and Tennessee became one of the biggest rivalries in sports, but it was women's sports too. But you got to go back to what we were talking about off air a little bit. I mean, Pat Summitt is one of those people that never gave up on her dream. She wanted to be special from the beginning, and she never did anything out of the ordinary to get there. So, like we talked about before, she actually got hired, I think it was 1973, 1974. Her opening salary was like $200 a month. She played for the U.S. women's basketball team and still coached the Tennessee Vols, the Lady Vols, which is funny. When you say Tennessee Vols, Lady Vols never came without Pat Summitt.
True.
Also, too, you don't have Gio Oriema. You don't have all these coaches. If you look at some of the players that Pat's coached, that's some of the top-tier coaches today that play for her. Look at Holly, all these people, too. But other things, too, that Pat did. Tell you a quick story real quickly. I know we got a little bit of time. Something I remember about Pat is my mom used to be a basketball coach at elementary school here in Manly, in Morristown, and we had a girl, and I was young, I was probably kindergarten, and Pat would come to games like that for girls just to see girls at an early age and kind of get her name out there, but never come to Manly or anywhere like that. And I remember my mom, I used to sit on the bench. I was the team mascot. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I would sit on the bench, and Mom told me, look up in the stands, Pat Summitt's here. Cool. And Pat Summitt was up in the stand just come to watch the game because there was a girl there that played on my mom's team that was really tall. I think her first name was Kayla. I don't remember her last name, but Pat was there and spoke to my mom for a few minutes, and that was it. But that's so cool. When she came to wherever, she would go wherever it took to get the right players. And somebody was talking before, why was UT always the best? Well, first of all, it was Pat's coaching, but then as a course of all that came going on, only the best players come to Tennessee. You're not a lady vol unless you're a best player. So not only did she, transcend the game, she made it into a sport where it was cool to watch women's basketball.
Yeah.
It was cool to be a lady vol. It was cool for you to be able to get on ESPN and make it the prime time 8 o'clock game on Saturday night when Tennessee plays UConn.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I mean, she leaves a lot of history behind. So many lives she touched with all the girls that she taught, and like you just said too, all the people that don't even watch basketball, just the inspiration to them. I mean, she's just a very. We talk about her stare, that little stare. I mean, the things she did, things she said, a motivator. If you talk to any of her players, all they talk about is how she made them a better person overall, not just a basketball player, but as a human being as a whole. And I think that's what sometimes gets lost. Sometimes that Pat was seen as a hard nose, but you talked to her. She was cooking hamburgers. Somebody was talking about on ESPN the other day. I went to their house and she was cooking hamburgers for them and brought all the media to her house. She was the one cooking hamburgers at the grill.
That's right. See,
That's Pat,
that's the thing. Like President Obama said. She influenced his 2 daughters.
Yeah.
That's the kind of clout Pat Summitt had.
Yeah.
You got a comment?
Oh, well, one particular comment, and I'm probably going to paraphrase this, but you may be familiar with this, but one of the ingredients or keys for the success that Pat had for championships is she told her players, look, no one's going to outwork us. We're going to work harder than anyone else out there, meaning the work we put in is going to show with championships. So no one was going to outwork Pat. She made sure that, and she instilled that into her players. And another thing I found out, and correct me if I'm wrong, on the not the athletic side, but in the classroom, doesn't she have like a 100% graduating rate?
Sure does.
Which that is amazing.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that with all the years she coached and the type of talent she brought in, she's bringing in not just athletic, but smart, intelligent players that are doing great things in the community.
Players were talking about how she could control a room like that. She could even be walking into a room and not even said a word yet, and everybody's already on point. Yeah. And they also talk about their players today, talk about how they can still feel Pat around them now. How they, when they just waiting for her to say, do this. Yeah. And one of the things she always preached was, well, if a player said, well, I'm going to get better tomorrow. Well, no, you get better today. Or I'm going to do my homework tonight. No, you're going to do it now.
Yes.
There's no waiting around. And that's such a good mentality. No procrastinating. But that presence she had. And people say, oh, she yelled at the refs. Well, there in her later years, she didn't yell at anybody those past 10 years. She just, her presence.
Oh, yes.
And that's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. But truly a big loss. And but
she's
definitely
iconic.
a legend. Yeah, she's a legend, man. She's going to be, people talk about who's the guy for the men's game? Coach Wooden?
Yes.
People compare that to her. Equal to me. Equal to me.
Me too.
On that level.
Me too. I think that, the crew here at your high school sports, we feel her void. We will. So hopefully we can take something from some of the things that we've talked about and we can instill it into our show to make it better.
Of course,
to make it better. Guys, we got a lot of things coming up. It's almost football season. We're going to be hitting media days. We'll be at Media Day in Johnson City that we are sponsoring along with Chick-fil-A. We'll be doing that coming up. And then we'll be at the one in Knoxville with all the schools. So, make sure you watch our show. You'll be able to go online to see the schools that you made your favorite school that we didn't have on our show. But a lot of things coming down the pike, and I'm going to leave this one question. What is the one thing you anticipate the most about this year's football season?
I expect a change in the guard. I told you a couple shows back. We always talk about Maryville. I expect to see a slight change. I don't think Maryville's going to jump off the board or anything or go down to 5th. I'm just saying, but take over number 1 a little bit. Okay. I think I see a change in the guard. That's my prediction.
You got it.
My prediction, I think I talked about this earlier, is with a lot of great players leaving, we still have a few that are coming back. We talked about T. Higgins. But I think there's going to be some shocking new players come up, some new sophomores or juniors that are going to make new names for themselves that we're going to be talking about for the next couple of years. So I'm excited about seeing those players that's on the rise.
Yes.
I'm just ready. Ready. The next T. Higgins, the next Amari Rogers. There's a lot of T.D. Blackman from Maryville. There's a lot of great players out there. But I'm like Chris, I can't wait to see the next group of players that's coming our way.
Yep.
Any closing comments?
Well, we've got a surprise, I believe. Someone's been invited to be on Good Day Tri-Cities. Wonder who that is.
I don't know. Who could it be?
It's me. Yes, and make sure you tune in to WKPT. I will be on that show coming up soon. Don't know exactly when it will be, but we'll let you know when it'll be.
And I guess people in Knoxville, if you're in the Knoxville area, I guess you'll be able to catch the playback on the internet. So
yes, you sure will. Well, guys, it's been great. It's always a good thing when we get together. It's a good time. We had fun. We had some food on the set. But for this week's Your High School Sports, powered by Gateway Ford, for Chris Reddick and Chris Blevins, I'm Roddy Woods, and we'll see you next week.
You've just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
From the Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda Deal Desk, I'm Lenny Lawson.
And I'm Abby Lawson with more great reasons you've just got to get to Gateway.
16 Mazda 6, just $21,600 or $239 a month. 16 Mazda 3, just $17,900 or $199 a month. Only at Gateway in Greenville.
It's finally arrived, it's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
From the Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda Deal Desk, I'm Lenny Lawson.
And I'm Abby Lawson with more great reasons you've just got to get to Gateway.
15 Ford Edge, $24,900 or just $299 a month. 16 Ford F-150, $22,900 or just $289 a month. Only at Gateway in Greenville.